He's accused of killing Maria Monsalve, who went missing on January 12, 2014.
Monsalve was Brown's girlfriend at the time. Joining us now live is KITV4's Cynthia Yip, who spoke with Monsalve's sister, who was in the courtroom today. Cynthia.
That's right, Mika and Rick. I just spoke with Leslie, who says after 8.5 years since her sister's disappearance, she's relieved that soon there will be justice for Mo's presumed death. Maria Monsalve was 46 years old when she went missing. She was last seen at Bernard Brown's home in Wailuku. Police say advancement of technology and cell phone evidence were key in Brown's indictment because Monsalve's body has never been found. Brown was indicted on the murder charge in September 2019, more than 5 years after Monsalve's disappearance. He was arrested in Sacramento, California, and brought back to Maui. After the first indictment was dismissed without prejudice in December, he was re-indicted on the charge by another grand jury. Monsalve's sister, Leslie, says this trial will hopefully give her family some closure.
I think that our family is going to get answers. And for 8 years, we've been left in the dark. And now we're going to get answers. And so I see a light. I see a light, and I feel that everybody is going to forward to that light. And we're going to find out where Maria is or what happened to her.
Leslie Monsalve Jones says Mo told her family that she and Bernard Brown had a volatile relationship, but she adds the family never expected Mo to disappear. The trial is expected to last 2 to 3 months. Reporting live, Cynthia Yip, KITV4 Island News.
Thank you, Cynthia. A former Honolulu police officer accused of sex trafficking a child has a new trial date. Federal court documents show Mason Jordan is now set for trial February 6, 2023. His trial was originally scheduled for this September. Jordan allegedly lured a minor into prostitution, trafficked 2 other teens for sex, and cyberstalked a woman. He has pleaded not guilty to the charges.
And a man accused of stabbing his girlfriend with a syringe is being held on $50,000 bail. Ilayasi Fehoko is charged with kidnapping, terroristic threatening, and abuse of a family household member. Court documents filed today show Fehoko got into an argument with his girlfriend of 5 months last Thursday at a Waimanalo home. Fehoko accused his girlfriend of cheating on him, cut her clothing with a knife, and threw the clothes out the window.
Court documents also show he told his girlfriend, "You're not going anywhere," and continually assaulted her for the next few hours. That included hitting her in the face, strangling her until she lost consciousness, and stabbing her in the hands with a used needle filled with blood. Fehoko is also accused of threatening his girlfriend by saying she was not allowed to leave the house until her injuries had healed. The woman was able to escape with the help of Fehoko's brother. Fehoko is scheduled to be back in court on Wednesday.
And over on the Big Island, police are searching for information about a body found buried on the side of the road in Ka'u. Detectives say they found the badly decomposed body last Wednesday off of Highway 11 south of the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. Detectives are trying to see if this is connected to 2 active missing person cases. Autopsy results are still pending and the body has yet to be identified. If you have any information on this, you're asked to call police, the number 935-3311.
Also on the Big Island, Kekoa Nihipali, a man accused of stealing from the Hilo Walmart using a knife, claims he did not commit the crime. That's according to court documents filed today. Nihipali faces 6 charges, including robbery, theft, terroristic threatening, trespassing, and several drug charges. Court documents show last Thursday, Nihipali allegedly stole some items and pulled an X-Acto knife on 2 Hilo Walmart employees when they tried to stop him. But Nihipali allegedly told police he did not steal the items and was taken down without warning or meaning. He also claimed he was trying to stop the knife from stabbing him in the hip when the workers tackled him. Nihipali is currently being held on $82,000 bail. He's scheduled to be back in court on Wednesday. We now have an update to that street jewelry sales scam that's been occurring on the Big Island and Oahu. Law enforcement and local residents are now telling us those involved are switching up their methods. KITV4's Jefferson Tyler spoke with a man who was approached while driving down the H1.
On the H1 freeway, there was a white Mercedes SUV parked by the side of the road with its flashers on. And this guy, this middle-aged guy, came out of the car and he stepped toward the roadway and he waved his arms in front of me like help, help.
Blaine Fergerstrom thought he was being asked to help out a stranded motorist, but this one seemed a bit much.
He sticks his hand in the window and says, hello, I am from Turkey. I lost my ID and my wallet, and I don't have money for gas. And he pulls his big ring off of one of his fingers, and he sticks it in the window at me, and I recognize it as the gold scammers, the guys who have been trying to sell fake gold to people all over the islands.
It seems like they're preying upon people's good nature. They give them a sad story saying they present themselves as tourists and that either they're victims of thefts themselves. The act of them telling people that someone stole their wallet or someone stole their passport or they lost their wallet or they lost their passport isn't a crime in and of itself.
Officer Christopher Fukumoto says they're seeing this change in strategy on the Big Island as well, where once the pitch was bags of jewelry at a cheap price, now it's a piece-by-piece sale to help a person in need. While that misrepresentation may not be illegal, other parts of such a street sale may be.
If they present the jewelry as authentic, if they label it as a certain carat.
Fergerstrom didn't encounter this, but on the Big Island, police have recently arrested a man for misrepresenting purity of gold in such a sale. The victim took the purchase to an appraiser, something that officers recommend, as well as paying attention to the little details of the exchange.
There was a person who provided a detailed description of the license plate and the vehicle that they were in, which assisted law enforcement in locating that vehicle.
And that is the guy that pulled me over on the freeway off-ramp.
An online post of Fergerstrom recognizes the man he met over the weekend. He's glad that he got away without an exchange. Jefferson Tyler, KITV4 Island News.
Well, flooding, litter, and more than a dozen dogs. Those are just some of the few problems at a rundown house in Makiki. The city has issued a notice of violation for the property. KITV4's Ali Duklo spoke to the homeowner.
The complaint says the building is falling apart and unsafe to live in. Now, just behind me, there's a tent in front of the house that the city says people are living in.
It looks like the ghetto.
Dogs and debris sit outside of this home at 522 Captain Cook Avenue in Makiki. And on the inside, its owner tells me the ceiling above the bottom floor caved in because the plumbing failed.
The apartment over there has 16 dogs in it. Too many dogs.
A violation notice from the city reports the tenant in the top unit washes her floors of dog urine and feces by spraying it down with a hose. The water runs off onto the residents living below. That's why those tenants are now living in the tent fronting the home.
They can't go in the house because of the moss, the mildew, and the flooding.
While he refused to speak on camera, the owner adds he has been trying to fix the home, but the tenant in the top unit doesn't let repair crews in. The owner also claims he has been trying to evict that tenant for a year now with no success. A neighbor who didn't want her face recorded shares what it's like to live in the area.
Okay, to be honest, our neighborhood has drugs and all that, but it really slowed down a lot.
The area neighborhood board chair says members will discuss the property at their next meeting on August 18th.
Issues of crime and litter come up often at our neighborhood board meetings here in Makiki. Residents are really concerned about this. Everyone deserves to feel safe in their community and in their home.
The landlord has until the end of the month to clean up the property. Ali Duklo, KITV4 Island News.